So I realized that it's been a while since my last update. Um, I've been working a lot, but I haven't been making a video about it. So I wanted to just show you what's new right now. Actually, I'm going to run 2 instances. All right. Um, so first of all, the loadout menu. I made an improvement to it. Now when you click on it, it selects it instead of opening it. In order to open it, you have to right click and then edit it. You can also delete it shorthand. This like menu thing was incredibly difficult to create. The right click menus are not this engine strong suit. But I finally managed to do it, and I positioned its origins that when it spawns, you're right on top of the edit button, so you don't need to really move around that much. So you can just like right click, left click, and work on editing your thing. Um, Anyhow, so create a server and join that server. Now, what I did new is, so take a look at this. This is this guy's health. What I did new is I carefully implemented networking for hit scan weapons. So this is like a minigun. And I implemented a way to sync decals that's kind of hybrid. So instead of it doesn't use a multiplayer spawner, and that's because if one person leaves, like so, if I shoot right and I paint like that. Oh, actually, I'm gonna shoot and paint, as you can see on this guy's end, and then I can leave and rejoin, and they're gone for me, but they're still there for him. And this was, I studied how decals behaved in Team Fortress 2, and I wanted to make something similar. This method reduces network strain, because it's like pseudo-synced. It's really hard to explain, so I'm not going to bother. Most of you guys probably don't care anyways. But yeah. Right now the hitbox is literally just the model because it has no animations. And this thing doesn't do anything, but I actually put a limit on it, a limit on its firing speed, and they will despawn. That way the network isn't strained when I test it with my friends and they just spam the pills. Yeah. And as you can see, there's a limit. Basically, like, there are no pointers in Godot. There's not really a concept of pointers, but there kind of is, because if I just like pass a node to something or store a node in a global array, I can treat it like a pointer, and basically every time I spawn a thing that gets attached to it, whenever I spawn a thing, it gets attached to the thing that it spawned on, that the raycast collided with. That way it'll like move along with it and inherit its position. But the advantage of that is, and then like I want to keep track of them all, right? So that I can have a limit on how many I want. And I basically have a global array called decal pointers. And it's a queue, actually, because you add things to the front, and when the size is a certain amount, you remove things from the back. And I even made it so that if an entity gets destroyed, because obviously then it'll be a null pointer, it'll handle that by doing the is instance valid global scope GDScript function. So yeah, I'm very, very satisfied with the decals. Next things on the list are tracer, like tracer particles, so that it looks like I'm shooting a bullet. And so there's that, and then there's making the selecting a class actually affect affect you and the server that you're in, because right now it still doesn't do anything. It's just fluff. But the systems are all there. And then I also need to do something else. Oh right, separate view models with like actual like models that other people see, because as this is still the view model, and that means that if I go around this wall on the other client, oh yeah, there, my gun will still be seen. And that's just because of the view model thing. There's also that annoying thing where like if a thing gets too close, it'll start spawning decals on it because it already has decals. Yeah, whatever. So yeah, I'm excited on the progress. And yeah. All right. Goodbye.